guys, how you doing? This is Manga section. I'm here to bring you the review for Dragon Ball Super episode 97. The tournament of power has finally started. Can I get an amen? Well, in all seriousness, so the episode starts off and everything is building up to when the Grand Prix says the tournament begins. It was just filled with so much anticipation. My heart was in my throat. I was like, oh my gosh, we're about to go. Just knowing that just knowing that the tournament was going to start within this episode, and we have all that stuff that happens before it starts. It's like a little dick teaser, just the ends, and I was just like, yeah, let's go, let's go, let's go. So that was a thing, and I was like, yeah, that was a great little tease at the end, just to build up to the anticipation of the tournament. So I really like that. And so the tournament begins, and it doesn't begin how I thought it would begin. I thought, all the universes, I would say that in real life conversations, I think that all the universes were gonna gun for Universe 7 straight away, because obviously Goku's the whole reason behind this tournament. And so I thought that everyone was gonna gun for them straight away, and one of Gohan's plans was going to be for them to do solar flare, blind everyone, or at least as much people as possible, because I don't think the robot race would have got blinded, and yeah, maybe some few other peoples would have realized beforehand. But yeah, blind them and then just attack and get rid of all the fodder, or like some of the fodder characters straight away. But we didn't get that. If anything, Universe 7 was left alone, because we see everyone from a distance. We see beam after beam after beam after beam, and Universe 7 was left alone. So that caught me off guard. Not saying it's a bad thing, but just caught me off guard a little bit. And then yeah, so we had that, and we know that the Supreme Kais, that Beerus wants them to use teamwork to win this tournament. They are on that. Goku and Vegeta, they fly off. Not a surprise. One, they don't fly off, they go off. Not a surprise. Frieza going off, not a surprise as well. 117 going off, not a surprise. 18 going off, I was kind of shocked by that. I was kind of shocked that 18 wanted to do a solo thing, but these 5 go off and they're doing their own thing within the tournament. And so, can't remember exactly who Vegeta was fighting. Same as 17. Frieza's just really doing key blasts all over the place. One thing that I did realize was that Android 18 is fighting someone from Universe 11, and it was a female member as well. So I'm getting my female fights, kind of. I am getting my female fights, kind of. So we have Goku, who's just really gunning for the strong guy straight away. He sees Toppo and he goes for him, but that gets interrupted. And then later on, he sees Jiren, and that gets that did get interrupted as well, because we got the whole thing where he was grabbed and that guy was going to do a kamikaze suicide thing to try and get rid of both of them, but it didn't end up well. Not the only thing, but the whole thing with Jiren now. So apparently he hasn't moved since the tournament begun, and just every time someone comes to him to fight him, they get shook. So the hype for Jiren is building. It's building. We had everything that happened in the last episode. We've got what happened in this episode. So the hype for Jiren is building. Yeah, so the tournament's going on. Basil, I think his name is, the wolf guy, he's doing all these kids attacks. Very reminiscent of Sanji. I probably said that before, like when you showed up earlier. Very reminiscent of Sanji, Diablo Jambi, Hell's Memories. A lot of that going on right there. What else did we have? We got one member of Universe 10 down already. So that's 2 people gone, and we found out that only a minute has passed since the tournament has started. What else is going on? What else is going on in the tournament? I think that the majority of the meat and everything, most exciting stuff to happen. I was just thinking though, as the tournament goes on, like we know that Zeno, both of them, we know that they're watching this tournament, and like that is a lot to watch at one time. So I'm finding it really hard to feel why Zeno is finding it exciting, because there's so much going on at one time. Like, what do you decide to watch? I think for an entertainment standpoint, for Zeno, both of them, would have been more exciting to do a one-on-one tournament. Like, no, not one-on-one tournament, like one-on-one fights. Because, like I said, there's a lot to watch. Even for us, it's a lot to watch. Like, the animators, Akira Toriyama has decided what we get to see. We get to see all the juicy stuff. But for Zeno, you could essentially miss a good fight. So yeah, that's just something that came to mind as the tournament was going on. But yeah, I'm gonna say so far so good. I'm gonna say so far so good and leave it at that. Also, that bit when Goku got caught off guard when he was looking at Jiren, that didn't really come as a surprise to me. I figured that this would happen somewhere along the line, and the whole kamikaze suicide thing I mentioned before, where he was thrown off guard. That essentially went how I thought it would go. I did think though that Goku would have used instant transmission to get free, but he used Glue to escape, and like I said, it was something I saw coming. So I also want to talk about Gohan's failed plan and how it just amounted to nothing. So we know the five that went off. So we had Gohan, Krillin, Tien, Piccolo, and Master Roshi. They decided, they're going to be all four teamwork. They're going to work together to, try to survive this thing. And there was a bit in the episode where they were encountered by a couple of people. I think they were all from the same universe, the Wolf universe, I want to call them. And now they attack. But Gohan has a plan, solar flare, beams fired at them. That did nothing. So I was just thinking, wow, this was a really bad plan. And Gohan, I sincerely hope you've got some better plans up your sleeve for later on. And the last thing I want to mention is that how I think there was a slight foreshadowing for fights to come where we had Frieza just talking about this whole bloodlust of the wolf race. So I reckon there's going to be a confrontation between Frieza and, if not the three main wolves that we know, but at least one of them where they're going to have a fight. And there was also a mention of how Master Roshi said that the women, he insisted that he was going to take them out. So I think there's going to be a confrontation between that as well. And there was a third one with 118, I can't remember, but I did see some foreshadowing for fights to come that I think that we will get. Who I think the victors are going to be at this time. Only time can tell. This tournament of power where it's not just about brawn, brains plays a factor as well. So there might be some strategic defeats along the way. But I think that's everything I got to say now. Also, and I just realised this, I think it's noteworthy to mention that I think it was Basil, who's from Universe 9 of Vietnam, if I'm remembering correctly. Universe 9 is the universe that's said to be the weakest universe, beat someone from Universe 10. Now, they didn't beat them in a sense where it was a death battle, so it was a battle to the death, and Basil came up on top. That wasn't the case, but he did temporarily overpower someone from a universe which is said to have a higher mortal life level, whatever way they phrased it. But it is something to mention because Universe 9 is said to be at the bottom and Universe 10 is supposed to be up there. So it was something that I did just realise and thought it was worth mentioning. One final thing for all those people who made it to the end of this review, and thank you for that, by the way. And you can kind of consider this a gift from me. I heard about a giveaway that's going on Anime News Network to win a Goku Super Saiyan Blue figure, and all you gotta do is type in your email address and hit enter, then you enter for the competition. But if you're interested in that, I will leave a link to that in the description box. So yeah, go to the description box, click on the link, and like I said, enter your email address, and you can enter the competition for yourself. I'm gonna give this episode a 4, and let's hope for more exciting stuff to come. Of course, guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. But most importantly, take care. Have a nice day.